Alright, everybody, what's up? It's Botchasaurus. No face cam for today. I'm feeling terrible over the weekend. If you've been following my videos, I may have mentioned that I've been playing a game that is currently in development, and it's called Dead by Daylight, for those of you who aren't following, and you guys should check it out. It's on Steam. It's not yet out yet. It's still all hush hush, so it's a great game from what I'm seeing right now, and to be honest, I'd buy that game on Steam if it was on early access already, but it's not, so we have to wait. Today we're gonna talk about some stuff about the future of Seven Knights, and because my arena team is still the same, and let's get into the season has ended, and where's my reward? Season ends. I don't think we can we? Oh, okay. So we can't go into the arena just yet because they're fixing it. They're refreshing stuff, and the rewards haven't come in yet. So yeah, let's see what we get from the daily. All right, we got that. Let's open this up. Let's see if we got anything. Another Karen. I have more than enough Karens out here. So what I want to talk about now is, let me just check out my notes here. I'm sorry, I'm not in top shape right now. That's why I didn't include a face cam right now, because I've been playing all weekend and I really want to I want to throw a tantrum. I'm so tired. I've been making videos, not really video. I've been documenting them. Some of which I probably won't be able to show you guys or upload due to the non-disclosure agreement. But the game's super fun, and I've had a lot of fun playing it over this weekend. Anyway, let's go back to Seven Knights. It's April Fool's event. Have you guys 6-starred your Pookie? Because I have. Where's my Pookie? Oh, Pookie, where are you? There you are. My 6-star Pookie, Ultimate Guardian Pookie. The event I'm sorry, my brain's not working properly. It's probably due to the sleep deprivation that I had to go through these past 3 days. I haven't been sleeping. I think I've been having like 4 hours of sleep lately, and it's really bad. This line of work is not easy for any of you guys trying to get into the YouTube business. It's not. So this April Fool's event, it's about, what am I talking about? It's you get the Pookie they give you if you have to log in, by the way. On April 1st they gave out a free Pookie, a special Pookie, and you have to 6-star that in order for you to get the 6-star selector. Now you have to, it's a selector, so this is pretty much important. It's a 6-star selector. Let that deep in your brains. I don't know what I'm saying. Let that just absorb that. A 6-star selector. You already have this. I don't know if they're gonna take it away, but if they don't, you can actually use this to unlock whoever you want to unlock, and plus you get select. I'm sorry, my brain is lagging. I'm really sorry. This is like the best moment for me. So I plan, if you guys are wondering who I plan to get from that 6-star selector, there are a few choices that have come across my mind, but I'm going with the regular guys, and well, I'm pretty sure that these the 3 Kingdom Warriors won't be available in that 6-star selector, but these guys, the Western Emperor, all the way up to, what's his name, Bailong, Bruce Lee, everyone from the regular hero roster all the way down to Lee right here, excluding the 4 lords and the 7 knights, will be part of that 6-star selector. They didn't say that it was a recommender, so yes, it's a full selector, so you get to choose whoever you want. You can get Ming Ming, use her to transcend, or you can get your Mei, or maybe an Alice, but me, I'm gonna get my 6-star Chancellor. Because, as I said in my previous video, I am currently preparing for the awakened state, and it's gonna take some time to transcend all the heroes that I need to transcend up to level 40, and because your hero needs to reach level 40 in order for it to be awakened. And judging by the flow or the speed that the updates of Seven Knights is coming out, we may be seeing the awakened heroes pretty soon. My best guess is probably in 2 months' time, because they still have to release the Area 10, the Continent 10, or whatever they're calling it, because they've clearly already released the everything of Continent 9, and they've also released all the heroes that are included in Continent 9. So when our next major update will probably and most likely be of the Continent 10. Along with Continent 10 will be the heroes that will come along with Continent 10. Well, one of them is essential to my new arena build, and slowly the build the team that I'm putting together is being unveiled to you guys. So one of those heroes is Nata. I don't know what they're calling here in the global version and in the Asia servers of Seven Knights, but in Korea the hero is called Nata, and she has the skill. She has skill shuffle the positioning of the enemy hero. So if you have a Ruri in the backline, if she uses that skill, that Ruri may end up front, making her less effective, less painful, and since she's at the back of your team, I assume that you're using her for damage, and if she goes up front, then she isn't doing the amount of damage that you intended for her to be doing. The same way goes for any defensive heroes you put in the front line. If they go out back, then they're not as tanky, and they will die earlier than expected, and whatever buffs those tanks had, they will die along with the tank. Alright, so let's talk about the new heroes that came along with Area 9. This past update, the 3 Kingdom Warriors. Are they 3? No, they're 4. Well, they're called 3 Kingdom Warriors, but there are actually 4 of them. So, let's see. Lubu, obviously the 4 Lords, all of the 4 Lords, and Lubu, who came out along with this new update, is obviously very good. As a damage dealer, put him at the back of your team. He can do great damage, and let's see what recommended stuff you can put on him. Counter rate and critical rate, I certainly agree, counter rate and critical rate, but I would suggest that you put maybe counter rate and HP just to balance things out, and maybe critical rate and attack speed for him. But unfortunately I don't have him. Ace is one of my 4 Lords, and I have 3 Aces right now which I haven't transcended yet, but I will get to that. But it's pretty hard because my new team that I'm building in preparation for my team with the awakened heroes and all involve a lot of universal heroes, and I'm running out of dark elements. So Ace will have to be held there. I have to put him on the bench for a while. So among the 3 Kingdom Warriors, I think the best hero that you can put for your PvP team would be this dude, Quan Yu, or well, this guy in Chinese mythology, he's the god of war, I believe, or the emperor of war, and he's pretty decent considering that he's a tank and he buffs the team, so he's sort of like a support tank. So I suggest putting him up in the front line and supporting him with maybe a Rudy and a Mei or a Velika if you have one, because his buffs are pretty useful, especially his hold your position attack or skill that allows all allies to become immune to damage for 1 time, and significantly, more importantly rather, it ignores the armor and piercing attacks of the enemy. My brain is lagging again. I clearly haven't had my daily dose of coffee today. Increase and his passive, which decreases all enemies' physical and magic damage by 40%. So he's pretty good, but I think that you could put someone else, because these Three Kingdom Warriors are pretty hard to attain. Their drop rate is lower than all the others, and to be honest, I think you'd probably be better off fixing a team, composing a team comprised of these guys instead. But if you have him, then sure, why not? Use him in your team. I think he can be a very valuable hero in a turtle team, turtle build team for the arena. And all right, so I'm just gonna. What can we do? The arena. Is this done? Can we collect it? And unable to collect. All right, so we can't do that. Let's do.
Test your strength here.
Let's just look over into my heroes, and I'll provide you guys with a little update of my progress with my new build, my new arena build. So let's go check out Jave. My Jave is already level 34. So I already have a lot of things planned out for him. For next month, I plan to get him as well from the 7 Knights selector, and I also plan to get him from the Castle Rush thingy, because I'm about to hit 1,000 points sometime, maybe, I don't know, next month, I hope. So yeah, we've got Jave. Let's take this. Let's just collect this and open that up. Let's see what we get.
Have many good news to deliver.
Good, rubies. More rubies. Always need rubies. That's good. So yeah, we have that filled up. Our 7 Knight for the new arena build that I'm putting together. Chancellor, as I already mentioned, is going to be one of the essential heroes that I have in my new arena build. So I already have 2 right here, and next week is a 5-star selector. I'm going to get Chancellor as well, and after the April of 13th, don't forget, you have to get your Pookie to 6 stars, this April Fool's Pookie to 6 stars before April 13th. Otherwise, you will not qualify for the 6-star selector, and I really think you guys should go for it because it's a 6-star selector, dude. You can do a ton of stuff with that. You can get a hero that you wish to transcend. You can probably get a 6-star hero that you've never had before. And so yeah, so for me, I'm gonna get 6-star Chancellor from that selector, and that's gonna allow me to have 3 extra Chancellors for transcending. And oh yeah, I've been saving up my Castle Rush points. Where is it? Castle Rush points. Let's go to the store, the shop.
We have almost everything you're looking for.
So I have 87 points already. I'm trying to go for this 160 so that I can go for the 5-star selector and get Chancellor from this as well, so that we can pretty much speed up. Well, actually no. Wait, I still have the quest, the monthly quest. This Transcender, to get Transcender Fina. So yeah, I may not get Chancellor for that yet, and I have about 150 topaz to purchase a Transcender Fina. So yeah, I have plenty of opportunities to get my Chancellor to level 40 just in time for the Awakened Heroes. My real problem is the elements, because I'm running out of elements, dark elements. I've been consuming them all and just using them for transcending and ranking up. So yeah, and all right. So can I just rank on the forums of the mobile room for 7 Knights? The developers' notes have stated that the revamp or the changes happening to all of the 7 Knights are happening. So here we have a few of our lists. Well, we have all the 7 Knights here listed. So Booty is get a slight buff change with his rush ability, which will well, actually the only thing they did change about it is that his his, his skill reduces the enemy buff's duration by 3 turns now. The previous of 2, which is going to be a huge game changer for these heroes that are immune to damage. Next we have Eileen. Actually, they gave her the revive, rather, with 100% H. She dies, and they increased the chance of her abilities to electrify the enemy, which is a good thing because actually my current build is based on the idea of stunning and paralyzing or electrifying the enemy. That's why I placed in a Mingbing, a Nia, because in a future update, Nia will actually have an increase in electricity or electrify rate. Eileen was actually part of my original team composition because I wanted the additional electricity rate, but at the time Eileen was just too squishy and she didn't have the revive that she will gain now. So there's that, and she's pretty much useless aside from her buff for physical attacks. She is pretty much useless in the arena because her attacks don't penetrate, don't pierce the immunity of the new meta heroes that are coming out now. So this is a great change for Eileen, and I hope that I will be able to use her in future arena battles, and you guys might actually see her in action in my future videos. Next, Incarnate Rachel. I'm not a big Rachel user, but basically they increased her revive up to 100% HP from 50 HP, and they increased the damage of her blaze ability to 100% and has a high chance for burning. And then they also the Phoenix ability by 20%. And instead of burning, they changed it. The burning placed it to the blaze ability and turned the previously burning effect on Phoenix into decreases the enemy's damage and defense by 80%. So they switched it up and they changed that. I really don't know the effects of Rachel in PvE, but I'm pretty sure this will bear great news for Rachel users and people who use her in the Castle Rush, in Dragon Raids. And next is Zelens, our all-around 7 Knights hero. Finally gets his additional percent buff to damage for all allies. It was previously set at 25%, and now it is set at 40%. Additionally, Zelens' Deadly Strike is now a piercing ability, although it loses the property of being able to penetrate the enemy's defense or ignore the enemy's defense. But at least now, his skill can now pierce through those pesky immunity, damage immunity heroes. They also increased the damage on Advent Grim Reaper up to 160 physical damage, and instead of all enemies, they reduced it to 3 enemies, so that he can be more effective against teams that are heavily reliant on Soy's all AoE immunity, and Fight is getting a huge buff this time around. He is gaining the ability to block attacks, plus he is gaining the ability to increase the allies' critical rate by 40%. This is big, considering that in future updates, Ruri will be losing her ability to cause her critical, to increase her allies' critical attack, and and instead she'll have an increased critical rate for herself. So Spike is now more useful than he was before. Still pretty useless in my opinion. I don't really see him being used in the arena as much, although I will still be using him for the debuff and the blocking ability. I'm not really sure how this will affect Ming Ming's blocking ability, but I hope it does not. Well, I hope it stacks, of course, but I hope it doesn't do anything negative to me. Next, we have Chris. Chris has been given the ability to be revived after death with, they call this the undead state, but basically what it does is similar to what Bai Long is doing. When Bai Long dies, he revives and he's immortal for a certain amount of turn. The same thing happens to Chris, and Chris along with this revive or undead state, Chris gains the ability to have all attacks, critical hits during the state of the undead state. Plus, they increase the damage of his Whisper of Darkness to 10% on all enemies. And next we have Jave, my personal favorite, because my new build that I just mentioned, my new team that I'm building is revolving around Jave and his great ability to reflect damage and to pierce on all enemies. Imagine that, piercing ability on all enemies. I believe that up until this event takes effect, I believe the only hero who has this ability would be, what's her name, Ray, the ninja, Ray, or well not ninja, because there's also another ninja, but anyway, Ray, who isn't really effective in my opinion, because she just doesn't have that oomph that Jave has to offer. Now that these changes are happening to the 7 Knights, so there's that. They also increased Jave's damage for both skills by 10%. But a drawback to this buff, especially to the piercing, is that they removed Jave's ability to burn enemies. But that's fine. That's fine by me. I mean, Jave has great attack damage, and with this new effect of piercing, this will change a lot of things. So you can cry home to your mommy, damage immune using people. About new updates and developer notes, you may refer to mobile room forum. I will provide a link down below, and go ahead and check it out. Yeah, that was my thoughts on the new update of the 7 Knights that included the new 3 Kingdoms Warriors and the new 4 Lords Lubu. I hope you guys are enjoying your leprechaun Ming Ming. She's so adorable in that costume. I'm enjoying mine, and I hope you guys can make it in time. I know you guys have a lot of trouble with elements for your Pookie. But I hope you guys make it. That 6-star hero selector will really mean a lot. So this is me signing out. This is Butchosaurus, and if you like the video, I appreciate your support on my channel, and thank you for watching. So I'll see you guys next time. Now don't forget to subscribe.